run game has obviously gotten a lot of attention for what it struggled with, but just for this game, with it being able to work so well, how pleased were you with just the trust that you guys have in this run game and how well it was able to kind of finish this game off for the win?
I mean, obviously it's a really good feeling to know that you can lean on the run game in critical situations. And, you know, they were loading the box a little bit getting into the third quarter, and we knew that we were going to have to be able to run the ball. That was one of our points of emphasis on offense coming into the game, you know, trying to establish the run game just because, you know, first two games were interesting, you know, just how they played out. But that was just one of our points of emphasis, and just being able to execute down the stretch, that's a good feeling.
And then also, obviously, big fella here, Caden. What's the connection with the two of you guys? Like, he's starting to emerge these last few games. What's it like kind of having him as a big target now in those red zone situations?
I mean, he's a really hard worker, and he comes to work every single day and tries his best and tries to execute the plays and does his best during the offseason as well. And he's just emerged as one of the leaders of the offense. So, you know, just having faith in him and trusting in him to make plays and just trying to put the ball in a situation where it gets his hands or any of my playmakers' hands for that matter. But, you know, tonight he made some plays for us, so that's exciting, and that's his job, you know. So whoever gets the ball, they'll be the playmaker of that game. But I'm excited that he got those touches tonight and he made the best of his situations.
On that fourth down throw, what did you see there? Was he the first option?
I mean, he's the first post-snap option. He wasn't the first pre-snap option. But, you know, he pushed his depth a little bit and just he popped open. So we got it to work, and then we kind of rolled from there. And so, you know, just good to get the drive, continue to drive going after I think I took a sack the play before. So.
When you say first pre-snap option, did you like audible before the snap, or based on what the defense showed you,
Yeah.
became the first option?
Yeah, based on what the defense showed me, then like he became my first. After I got the ball in my hands, then he's the first one my eyes went to. But you know, if they showed a different look, then my eyes would have went somewhere else after I got the ball.
What's it
Seth,
like
you
kind of
noticed tonight that you picked up the running game quite a bit. Has that been a point of emphasis for you to be able to cut the ball and run? And talk us through the touchdown to make it look like it was a touchdown.
I mean, it's obviously exciting to run for touchdowns. You know, that doesn't really happen for me very often. So I was pretty excited when I got that one. But just trying to move the ball in the run game any way we can. You know, if it means getting extra hat in myself or doing RPO to try and hold the safety to be able to run the ball, just whatever it takes to be able to run the football as well and just be a spread offense instead of, you know, just air raid or only throw the ball.
Second week in a row, you guys are doing a good job getting the ball downfield. As a quarterback, what does that do for you guys confidence-wise? And now you've had two games where you've been able to just kind of expand this off and kind of put fear in the secondary a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're always preaching about our depth at receiver position, running back, tight end, just all of our positions, and just to be able to rotate guys through. You know, Rock didn't really get into the game till third, fourth quarter, and he had that back shoulder to the field. And he made a couple plays for us, so that was obviously exciting. And then, you know, Joe getting in the game, catching that slant and going, and just rotating those guys in late. You know, we'll start with Javon, Eddie, Gabe, and then to have those guys to lean on when it gets down the stretch and our boys are tired. Just to know we have fresh legs, and you know, I know and I have the faith in them that they'll execute the plays. So just being able to stretch the field vertically, horizontally, and still like gash them with inside run, that's, you know, the goal of any offense. So we're trying to, you know, have that mentality and execute that.
And Silverfield also said that, you know, it's one thing to talk about depth, but when that depth shows up in the game, it's a different feeling. So what is it like from you trusting these guys to actually seeing you come on the field and saying this is exactly why we trust each other?
Yeah, I mean, it's like all the fruits of our labor just coming and showing itself on the Saturdays, you know, the biggest night for us as football players, game day. So, you know, just practicing it over and over and over and over, spring ball, fall camp, practice for the game week, and then for it to, you know, finally happen under the lights, that's the best feeling. And just I'm just happy for all my guys, for them to have those yards, have those catches, and just for us to get the win. You know, it came down to a fourth down catch, in my opinion. So that's a good Arkansas State team, good offensively and defensively, had some good players. And I'm just happy we got the win.
What was it like what did it feel like and sound like on the sideline during that defensive series after Ducker scored the touchdown?
I mean, it was pretty electric. The fans, I mean, they finished the game for us, to be honest. They had like 2 false starts in a row, and then the fumbled snap that took them all the way back. It was just electric. And I had my towel, you know, I was waving it, trying to get everyone riled up because, you know, that energy it impacts the game a lot, to be honest. And, you know, it's good to have that. And so hopefully we can continue to have that energy in the stadium and we'll be more successful as a result of the fans. They impact the game too.
You guys won in a different fashion against Navy in terms of score. This one was a lot closer. What does that do for you guys knowing that you guys can win in either fashion if it's close enough?
I mean, it just felt good to, you know, finish the game because, I mean, going into the locker room, we were up, pretty sure. I don't remember, to be honest. But just we came together in the fourth quarter. We knew it would be a end of the game battle. I'm pretty sure we were up 10 and then we were down 1 like that. So just knowing we had to answer the call, that was one of our points of emphasis as well. Excuse me. Just answer the call. You know, they're going to score touchdowns. They're a good, explosive offense. We knew that we were going to have to score back. And that was kind of the tale of the first half. Every time they scored first, then we scored after them. But we need to score first, you know, start faster, execute a little bit better offensively, and then, you know, just get better from this game. Excited for our win, but, you know, always have to get better.
How much fun is it with Joe? Because obviously when you look by somebody, you're looking for him. What's it? Now it's been 2 weeks now. But like, what is he bringing now to this offense? You guys talked about him being a deep threat. How much fun is it kind of seeing him kind of like emerge as that big play guy over the top, as you guys said that he was?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, he's a big play guy and he has wheels. And, you know, when you have a player of his caliber, we're going to try and get him the ball. He's a deep threat, and like you saw in the slant, he can catch it and go. So just trying to get the ball to him multiple ways, and then, you know, all the rest of our playmakers too, because we have a lot of them on our team. So.
What goes through your mind when he gets by somebody that's like, okay, he's not catching him? What's kind of going through your mind? Does you get kind of excited like, oh, this could be something because he's got that potential to be that big deep threat? Yeah,
I mean, I just try and stick to my reads, and if he pops open, then, you know, I'm going to try and put it on him to the best of my ability. You know, I missed one to him deep. He got a little wide on me, and I got to put it better to him. But, you know, being able to hit big plays with him, that's obviously a good feeling. For our offense to put points on the board, that's a great feeling. So if he can help us do that, then by all means, put him on the field.
Thanks, Seth.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.